Let's create an event plan that represents a series linked event. This will be a plan that has 3 events with 2 races and some race categories. I'll also schedule this into my event diary. Start by clicking Event Plans and add the event plan. Enter the title, location and description for the series event. And click Done. Let's add our races to the event. And the registration time and the race start time. And click Done. Let's add the last race to this series. And the registration time and the start time. And click Done. Let's add some categories into the youth race. We don't have any categories at the moment, so let's click Add Race Categories and let's click Manage Categories to add a few categories. We don't have any categories at the moment, so let's create some. And click Done. And let's add one more category. We have 3 categories that we can add into the 2 races. So let's add the junior category and the youth category into the youth race. If we click the race categories, we can see that the junior and youth categories have been added into this race. Actually, I've just realised that the junior category shouldn't be in the youth race, so let's remove that by clicking it. And let's double check to see that that's been added back into the race categories. Here it is. If we go back, we can add the categories into the senior race. So let's add the senior race categories by clicking Add Race Categories. And we can put the junior and senior race categories into the race by clicking them. If we check the race categories, we can see that we have the junior and senior race categories added to the senior race. If we click back, we can now schedule this event as part of a series. So let's click Schedule Event and add 3 events as part of this series. How many events would you like to schedule for this plan? 3 events. OK. As you can see, we have a wizard screen, and this shows us event 1 of 3, event 2 of 3. If we click that, it will take us to event 2 of 3, and if we click event 3 of 3, it will take us to the last event in this series. Let's go back and edit some details. So let's change the title, the location and the date of this event. Let's say this is round 1. And let's say this is in Halifax. And let's say it's tomorrow, April the 18th. And click Done. we click event 2 of 3, we can say that this is round 2. And let's say that's in Skipton. And let's say that's in a month's time, in May. We click done. And finally, for event 3, let's say this is round 3. Let's say that's in Manchester. And let's say that's in 2 months' time, in June. And click done. Finally, to complete the process, we click finish. And this will say whether or not we want to add it into a series. Just click yes, and you can enter a series title and description for this series. And click done. The series has now been scheduled into the live diary, and you can start the events when you're ready to.